Let me first welcome you, ma'am, and say thanks to you giving up your precious time to us as you're having a very hectic schedule. So you're back to your city, as at your city. So how it's connect when you are in your city, and what are the things comes to your mind when you come here? Your childhood memories.
Yeah, Hyderabad for me is associated with my childhood and my summer holidays.
Okay.
Because it's my Amma and Tata's home. And I mean, I think every kid is really close to their grandparents.
Yeah.
So for me, a lot of my happiest memories are linked to the city. And I always consider myself a Hyderabadi girl because I was born here.
Yes,
I didn't
true.
grow up here, I grew up in the north. But to me, the city is very special and my entire family is here. So it's really home for me.
Your friends or the place you used to hang out, any places there when you come and you just pass on, you say, oh yeah, we used to come here and do masti and all that. Is there any kind
I
of
think it's
memories?
mostly homes that I
Okay.
have an attachment to, whether it's my grandmother's home or my uncle's home or my grandmother's school. Like there are places like that
Okay.
I have an attachment to, and I think with summer holidays, because I have so many cousins over here,
Okay.
I mostly spent my summer
So
holidays
once you come here, have a lot of masti with them.
yeah.
And the food, if we talk about it, people must be
Oh
asking.
my god, the food here is so good. It's
What kind of food you're fond of? Like you take away for Bombay friends or you know?
So in fact, I keep trying to get my cook in Bombay
Okay.
to figure how to make papacharu because that's something you don't eat. Rasam you still get, but
Okay.
papacharu you don't
You
get.
don't get.
And one day I actually made my aunt
Okay.
pack like gongura pappu
Okay, yeah.
in a box, and I took it back to Bombay and I gave it to my cook, and I was like, Didi, aap ye taste karo
Karo, and you made like
try and make it.
You have to make it. So she made it finally?
She made it. She
Oh,
made it quite
wow.
well actually. So my mother manages to teach her whatever she can, but for that, you know, traditional
Yeah,
food, my mother doesn't make too much traditional food, but traditional food comes from my mama's house. So yeah, stuff like that.
If we talk about you as a naughty child or a innocent child, you remember you.
What do you think I look like?
I mean, you're a beautiful, gorgeous, a very cute baby. We can talk about like this. But as you remember, you've been a very like sensitive or like a very, you know, some people make so much of naughtiness around when they come and they are surrounded by so many people.
I think I've always liked to be surrounded by people, and I've pretty much always been the center of attention,
Okay.
which is maybe a reason why I'm an actor.
Okay.
But no, I'm just kidding. But it's kind of true also. I think there's some kids who have that drama queen streak. So I've always been like a performing monkey.
Wow.
Somebody says do somersaults, I'll
You do it.
Sing, dance, dance, whatever. So I was always like mimicking people and always up to some tamasha. But I was not a bad kid.
And doing something, you know, some making faces or
You know,
admiring some actress.
Actually, the thing is, now I didn't grow up watching movies.
Okay.
So one of the first films that impacted me hugely, and I think I'm an actor because of that film and because of that actress, is Bombay and Manisha Koirala.
Wow.
I just wanted to be her in
Oh,
Bombay. I
Kehna
saw
Hi
Kehna
Kya.
Exactly. And I used to like do that step that she does in this thing and whatever. I always liked chicks because, you know, the bamboo chicks,
That's
because
true.
it was in that film. And so it's a big dream come true for me to be, you know, working with Manisha back to back.
Yeah, right.
But I was a naughty kid, but I wasn't like hectically naughty. I didn't do
Okay.
any like terrible
Terrible.
stuff. I didn't like to trouble people, but I was like happily naughty. I think all kids are naughty.
So singing come first to your acting? Because I know
You know, I think the reason that I love acting is because it's the perfect combination of all the art forms, and I think I'm one of those kids who's loved every single art form, whether it's like interiors or it's singing or it's dancing or it's poetry or it's anything. And film is truly an amalgamation of all the art forms. So I think I've always had that acting drama queen gene in me, but I think what I grew up doing mostly was dancing.
Wow.
I'm a trained dancer,
Yes.
Bharatanatyam dancer. I've never learned singing actually. I learned for about 6 months as a kid, but I figured that it was eating into my playing time, and I love to play.
Okay.
So I love to go out and run around and whatever. So I told my mother that when I was 5 years old, I told her, I'll go to dance class, I'm not going to music class. So she never forced me. But my mother sings really beautifully. So I think she has very kindly passed on her genes to me.
True.
Which is why I can manage.
I heard your videos is super, and recently you were singing a song with
Rahman sir,
sir. So that was your dream also, I think, one of your dreams that come true.
Absolutely. That was my first time that I was singing live, and it was with Rahman sir, and I had, when I moved to Bombay 7 years back and I became an actor, a lot of people used to say, why don't you sing, and I used to always tell myself, I'll sing when Rahman sir sings. That was like my dream, yeah. Mani sir, Rahman sir, Sanjay Leela.
You're always known for one song, and when we heard that song, oh my god, it's mind blowing.
One?
You got it. So,
what?
Cameras are on.
Oh God,
we can't leave
so
such
tired,
a sweet voice. You're not tired.
Okay, I'll sing. I'll only sing 2 lines. I can't sing the whole thing.
No,
it's
just
too
2
long.
lines.
No, but it's a never-ending song.
Yeah.
Van varuvan toruvan marai pol viruvan marimam harivan. I don't know the Telugu version. I'm so sorry.
So nice. I mean, I can feel that. People will be loving it. They will be telling me, ma'am ko bolna tha thoda aur song gana tha. That was me. So ma'am, your future project, if we talk, you're coming back with some big blockbuster movies, working with Mani Ratnam sir.
Yeah, so there's Mani sir's film, and I really feel lucky to be doing another film with him, and I hope that I can do all his movies.
No,
that would be my dream.
Already you're doing Chalsa, that was a nice movie. So future, if you talk about the future projects, yeah.
So I have one Hindi film that will be coming out, which is with the director I started with actually, Sudhir Mishra. So that's coming out soon. There's Mani sir's, and there's a Telugu film by Mohan Krishna Indraganti, another amazing director. I'm really having a lot of fun working on it.
Wow.
And I actually feel really lucky to, to be working in a pan-Indian space, because I really believe that films are stories, and stories are about feelings, and feelings don't have language. So even though I don't know Tamil and Telugu, I'm pushing myself, because for me, the director is the most important in terms of a director puts together an amazing team, writer, editor, DOP, and I think they get the best out of an actor, and I'm a director's actor. So for me, I'm really enjoying this experience of working across the country, and I hope that one day we can proudly talk about the Indian film industry and not talk about this region, that region, because we are lucky. We are a very diverse country, and we have so much to give in our country, and we'll be stronger if we call ourselves the Indian film industry and actually expand.
Your favorite Telugu actor and actresses, you admire working with them?
My favorite,
and
I mean,
keep
there
watching.
are many. I'm very difficult.
You're fond of your favorite ones. You love their work. You admire them as a person, as a friend.
I don't really know anybody from here.
So any actor or actress you can say. It's nothing.
But I recently watched Arjun Reddy, and I really liked Vijay Deverakonda's performance. In it. I think he's a really good actor. Of course, there's Nagarjuna sir, and who are like eternally loved. And I recently watched Geetanjali. I hadn't seen that film, Mani sir's film, and it was just so beautiful. I wish that I could have done it. Hopefully today there can be a film like that which I can do. Directors, I'm really enjoying working with Mohan sir. There's of course Rajmouli sir. There's Shekhar. So all these are people who are really making some very interesting films.
Your inspiration of life?
My inspiration of life, I think, is life itself. Life has so much to give, and I really feel that if you're positive and if you see the best in every situation, that life will also give back to you in the same way. So I think that itself is an inspiration, and I think that I've learned by example, by seeing my mother, my grandmother, my entire family, and I think their positivity has rubbed off onto me, and they've really taught me to be positive and fearless with every decision. So
you work across India, you don't leave any situation where you could grab the opportunity. We have seen an inspirational dialogue, if we talk.
Inspirational dialogue
of your life. You keep watching movies or you read books, something. A dialogue have inspired you in your life. A one line or something which keeps you moving.
Which keeps me moving. I don't know, you've caught me off guard. I can't think like that. But I feel in the film industry so much importance is given to the way that we look. and to, you know, beauty. But I really, really believe that to be, you know, I think that actually goodness comes from within you, and if you're truly a positive person and if you're truly a happy person, then you can make people around you happy, and there's no greater gift than to make people around you happy. So I think it's very important to give and be generous, and I think that it just makes the environment better, and it makes you a better person, and I think that rubs off onto the way that you are. And I'm not saying that this is a quote that I stand by, but this is something that I live by, and I always believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls.
Wow.
And that's something that it is the most important thing, to be happy and to make people happy and to see goodness in others.
True. Your favorite movie? Your movie?
I'll say Bombay because it made me want to be an actor. But it's very difficult to pick a favorite movie because there are so many movies, yeah, in India, abroad. I mean,
Your one which you admire? No movies? No.
I love Bombay, I love Atonement, I love many films.
Many films. You would like to say end up something to your fans?
Just that I'm doing my first Telugu film. I was born here. I don't speak the language, but I'm trying to learn.
One line
I
for
don't
the
understand.
fans? You would like to end up saying
Oh
one
God,
line?
one line for the fans.
Anything?
Naku Telugu Radu, but
It's okay.
Near?
I'm
film,
not much of it.
I'm trying to learn, whatever the
You're
word
trying
is.
to
I don't know
learn.
the word.
It's okay.
Okay, but I would just like to say that this is the first film that I'm doing here, and your blessings and your love will mean the world to me, and I hope that you like it. I'm working as hard as I can, and you've really given me unconditional love, and I look forward to making you proud of this Hyderabadi girl.
Wow, so sweet. Thank you, ma'am.